Bit overgrown again. The right time of year, this is actually one of my favourite little trails to run. I haven't been here for a little while. I'm a bit disappointed how overgrown it is, because obviously at the moment I can't run, but I mean, look at that, you can't see anything through there. But I'm already quite a way down the trail, so I'm just going to crack on through it, just slowly. Been stung enough by nettles this year, it's gonna have to go again. But anyway, so thought I may as well do a little video whilst I've got to walk through this. So as you can tell by the title, this one's called The First 3 Miles, Finding the Sweet Spot. And there's something that I've thought about in my mind for a long time, and it's about the first 3 miles and how they always seem to be the same for me. And it always takes me 3 miles to get into the sweet spot. I'll get onto the sweet spot in a minute, but regardless of the distance, unless possibly I'm racing a 5k, which I haven't run a 5k race wise. The shortest race that I do at the moment are 10k's, but without fail, I'd say almost every single time, the first 3 miles are what it takes for me to find the sweet spot. So what I mean is I go through all the body shock of getting up and starting to run, and I find this spot where I can separate 3 parts of me. Once I get into that spot, that's where I feel most comfortable running. So those 3 parts of me are my mind, my lungs, and then my limbs, but predominantly my legs. And when I'm in that sweet spot, all these 3 things are working together but independently at the same time. So I'm not thinking about having to take a certain amount of oxygen in to pump around my body, to feed the muscles, to get my legs going. My mind isn't concentrating on all those things. My mind is able to drift off and think about whatever I like. I can slow my breathing right down to a point where it's almost just walking breathing, and my legs are just moving without me thinking about it. And this is what I call my sweet spot. And I've no scientific reason for it. It's possibly to do with adrenaline release in the body or some such, but without fail, almost to the mile mark, 3 miles every single time I go out running. So on a training run, you're talking about probably 24-25 minutes into the run. That's how long it takes me to reach that spot. And then once I'm in that sweet spot, I just feel comfortable. Then I feel like I could just run for as long as I needed to. And it's that spot that I need to get into every time I do a distance run, so a long run. And oh, sorry, it's got really bad here. And I think that's part of why I feel comfortable with long distance and I'm able to do the long distance, is because I can get myself into that spot. Now obviously everybody has their own sweet spot. Maybe they don't. I assume everybody's got a sweet spot, a point where it just feels like they're gliding and they can go for whatever, however long. That's my mark, 3 miles. So I'm interested to see, has anyone got any theories on why the 3 miles always I feel like I'm coasting. God, look at this, guys. That is a trail. I'm about to get stung to death here. Has anyone got any idea why that is my sweet spot? I'm going to tackle this and then I'm going to get back to you. Okay, cool, so we got out of that bit. I'm on the country road, just somewhere a little bit protected from the wind, so hopefully you can hear me all right. That was really bad in there. Woo! Won't be doing that trail again for at least a couple of months, I imagine. It's all that rain we've had. Speaking of rain, I'm absolutely drenched. Feel like I'm carrying an extra 5 pounds just in water at the moment. So yeah, let me know in the comments below. Do you have a sweet spot? Is it something which you consciously think about, or does it just happen? Is it regular? So does it happen at a certain time or a certain distance for you? Let me know. So today is Sunday. It's the end of my 7 weeks to go plan. That's the end of that 7 weeks. So the marathon's actually 6 weeks today to go. Last week I had a funeral to go to. Unfortunately saying goodbye to my last grandparent. Sad occasion, but it was also a happy one. I got to hear lots of great stories about my grandfather that I never knew, and if there's one lesson that I take away from that all, that's just learn as much about your elders' lives as you can while they're still here, parents to grandparents, because we always say we're going to do it, and then by the time it's too late, it's too late. So get to find out about their lives before you are in it. Oh, we've got a car coming. So yes, 6 weeks to go from today. I feel like I'm probably going to be a little underprepared for like racing it, but that was never really my intention for this one. It's just to get around in a relatively good time, but also stop and experience and enjoy myself there. So yeah, sorry, the point I was making was last week I had the funeral, so I missed a couple of days running and I didn't actually do my long run. So if you look on my training plan, last weekend had a long run, this one didn't. So as I didn't have one last weekend, that's what I'm doing right now. Just swapped it over. So I think it wasn't raining this much last weekend, so bit of a shame, but I'm enjoying it other than the nettles. Alright guys, I love you, leave you. Catch up with you soon. Hope you're enjoying the beautiful British weather. See you soon.